of Rav Zusha. So I wanted to tell you something from Rav Zusha, to honor the wonderful Rav Zusha.
If you need tissue.
Thank you very much. Rav Zusha, it's a little bit of a famous story about Rav Zusha, that one time he went to a certain hotel. No, he was on the way, or maybe I'm going to tell you that just like that. He went in a wagon to a certain place, and he told to the Baal Agala, to the rider, not to go through a certain city, not to cross that city, not to take him through that city. The name of the city was Bar, and not to go through that city. And and this is it. And the driver, when he Rav Zusha went to sleep, he fell asleep, and then the one that was driving the wagon, he mistakes somehow, and for sure he brought him to the center of the city of Bar. And Rav Zusha opened his eyes and looking to the right, to the left, asked him, "Where are we?" So he told him, "In the city of Bar." So it was too late to continue to another city, so he went into a certain motel, a small hotel, to sleep in. And in the middle of the night, there was, in that city, there was a lot of sinners, a lot of bad people. And three people that were very prutzim, very rude people, decided to make a joke of that new Jew in town, that religious person that came. And they planned, big plan, how to make fun out of Rav Zusha. They didn't know him, nothing. So they just planned that, and they took the room that was close to the room of Rav Zusha at night. And they planned to get into his room and to do something very not modest to Rav Zusha. And in the middle of the night, when they just started to plan, they went closer to his room, and he woke up. And he woke up to do his Tikkun Chatzot. And he started to confess, to do the Tikkun Chatzot. He was doing tshuva. And when he's crying, he started to cry and to say averot that he done. And he's saying sins, horrible sins, that those three people that were standing on the other side of the wall, they're hearing their own avonot. He said he was with an Eshet Ish, I'm sorry that he was with an Eshet Ish, and I'm sorry that I was stealing that amount of money from Ploni Almoni, and this, and he's saying the specific sins of those people, and they're standing on the other side of the wall, and they hear their own avonot, and they hear that he's crying on those avonot, and that he's doing tshuva. And after a few minutes like those, mamash, they burst in, you say? Burst into his room, and they told him that it's our avonot, it's not your avonot, and you're doing tshuva for us, and they were crying, and we need to, they done tshuva, and they accept Judaism and tshuva on themselves, and mamash, there was a huge revolution in that city because of that. Two very important things that we need to see from that. One is that actually it cannot be that Rav Zusha made a trick. Rav Zusha is not a magician or a wizard or I don't know what. Rav Zusha, when he came to that place, he felt those avonot. He felt those avonot inside of himself. It was there, so he immediately he took the responsibility on what that he saw on himself. This is what it means to judge the kaf zchut, to have kaf zchut. You come into a place, you see that there is a lacking in that place. You see a person, you see this is gad shalom, a lacking. You take the responsibility on yourself. You do tshuva on that. You see someone that is stealing money, you don't blame that person and say, wow, he's a thief. You're doing tshuva on the fact that Baruch Olam let you see that someone is stealing now. It's something that you need to take responsibility on. This is one very important thing that we can learn from Rav Zusha. The second thing is that you can see that in the beginning, Rav Zusha didn't want to come into that city. Didn't want to do all of that. He didn't want to put himself. Why? Why? You have the ability to help others. So actually the tzaddikim, they don't hold, they're not holding themselves as tzaddikim at all. Even that they are aware to their powers, but they're very humble. Humble means that they're not putting themselves into situations with confidence, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They're doing tshuva. They're serving Hashem Yitbarach. If Hashem wants him to do something, he's going to do that, and until the end. But in the beginning, he's afraid to move. A tzaddik is a very shy person. He just wants to be in his place. He wants to serve Hashem Yitbarach. He's not going to save the world. It's not a behavior of a tzaddik. A tzaddik is taking the responsibility on himself to do tshuva. If he sees that there's no one else over there, that someone needs him, so he's coming to help. It's not a problem. He will be more than happy to help. But he's not coming to conquer the world or to do I don't know what. A tzaddik is a person that is serving Hashem Yitbarach. He doesn't want to find himself in rude places, in hard places, in places that are not modest and this and that. He wants to serve Hashem Yitbarach. Now Hashem, you put him in this situation, he would be more than happy to do whatever he needs. Even to throw himself into mud, into filth, he doesn't care. To honor Hashem Yitbarach, he's more than ready to sacrifice himself. I told you that there was one tzaddik that he was rebuking the students a lot. And one of the students came to him and told him, Arav, you just now must rebuke that person in a very hard way. And you insulted him. And it's written that a person that is insulting his friend, he doesn't have a share to the world to come. So what are you doing? He asked him directly. The rabbi was mamash rebuking people. He was hurting people with his rebukes. So he told him, the rabbi, the Admor told him, when I accepted the crown of Rabbanut, of Admorut on myself, I vitarti, I gave up on my share to the world for the world to come. From the beginning, it's not, I know, okay, will not have a share to the world to come. It's not frightening me. I accepted it on myself long time ago. There was one of the Admorim that someone that he had a huge table, huge seudah. A lot of people came, and he saw that his son, that he was supposed to inherit the Admorut after him, he was impressed from all of the crowd, from all of the amount of people that came. So he took him to the side and he told him, listen, when I accepted on myself the crown of Admorut, I explained it to myself that all of my merit is because of the merit of my fathers, because of Avotai, and not because of myself. And all of the arguments and the disagreements and the machlokot that I have, it's because of my avonot. So this is the right approach, this is the right way. You see, you have a success. Success is because of your father, the success is because of your rabbi, the success is because of the tzaddik of the generation. This is your success. And the failures is because you need to do tshuva. No one to blame. No one to blame. When Rav Shalom heard about bad things that happened, he's immediately doing tshuva. What's your connection to that situation? Everyone, Rabbi Akiva is saying, everyone should say, all of this world haven't been created